Yo, welcome back to the Views Expressed here, Graphk podcast. I'm with my little brother B. Business is Zoomin, episode 4. Like I said, we're gonna be doing these every week, man. This whole week, man, we took off for our kids, man, and our wives and shit, man. We just had to fall back with our ladies and, take some time to breathe real quick with all this crazy shit going on in the world, man. We had to take a little breather, man. But we back at it, bro. You already know.
Yep.
You already know.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Like I was talking to you about the other day. I'm just ready for the season to get started. I was glad to take a little break for a little bit, but I'm ready. I'm ready for it to be football season already, man.
Yeah.
Raiders football and
We need it, bro.
fantasy football, and DraftKings and new city, Las Vegas. So I'm definitely excited about it.
Yes.
Ready for the season to start, brother. Like I'm just ready.
Yeah, we need something, like I was saying, bro, we need something to be happy about, man, in 2020, man. So pray to God that week 1, man, we at it. You know what I mean? No hiccups. We just be Gucci, man, and ready to go against Carolina. You feel me?
Exactly. I mean, especially with 2020 and coronavirus and all the crazy shit that's been going on in this world. I think
Kobe.
Kobe,
Everything, man.
Kobe passing away. I think us and the rest of the world is ready, for things to kind of get back to normalcy. And
Yeah.
I think NFL football makes a lot of people happy. So
Facts.
Well,
Let's get to the shits then. Let's get to the shits, man.
Yeah. Let's do it.
When we came up, bro, we don't really talk about too much things that we don't know about. But we report on Raiders, man. So we're gonna talk about the Lynn Bowden situation. Apparently the feds ran into his family house in Ohio, in Youngstown. Him and his son was there. Apparently, man, everybody got handcuffed, but nobody was booked. Everybody was released. I don't know the logistics. I don't really know the ins and outs of that situation, so I'm not gonna talk too much about it. I know, how we both got the same morals and the same background, bro. But we're just gonna say, young man, hold your head up. Get to Vegas, man, and focus on football right now, man. Because I would hate to see, man, a kid with that much, man, with that much, bro. Like he's gonna be great, bro. Like you know what I mean. And you got to get to football, man. You know what I mean. Just get out that situation, man, and move out. Get out to Vegas, man, with Carr and them, and get out there, man, and get to practicing with your teammates, bro. Because just focus, man. You know what I mean?
So to me, no arrests were made. It's his, house he grew up in. Things of this nature.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal, in my opinion. No charges were filed. He wasn't, there doing anything illegal. So, just I guess just heads up for him. Know what's at stake. I know Raidernation. We want to see you there. Opening night. You know what I mean?
Straight up. So, hey, Lynn Bowden, man, Junior, hold your head up, man.
By the way, I was gonna say, talking about his talent, I actually didn't know this till more recently, but he was actually honored with the Paul Hornung Award for most versatile athlete, in college ball. I didn't even know that till more recently. I was kind of doing a little bit of research on him.
Yeah.
Some of the previous winners of that same award, have been Christian McCaffrey, Odell Beckham Jr., and Saquon Barkley.
All superstars.
That says a lot about his versatility and and what he brings to the team. Him playing quarterback, him playing running back, him playing receiver. Returning punts. The versatility is there. I'd like to see Gruden. I'd like to see him develop some wildcat or some trickery plays. Where you have maybe him at quarterback, Jacobs at running back. Essentially wildcat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just switch it up. Maybe have Waller or Waller. You know what I mean? There for a catch. Run pass option. Just different packages with him would just be dope. So
the options are endless, man. When it comes to him, with him on the field, man. So I got a feeling he's gonna be playing a lot more than we even know. So like we said, young man, just focus on football, man. It's time to you finally got that contract where you can get your family up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just focus on that, man. You know what I mean? That's where we at with it. It's hard, man. It's very, very hard, man, to to get out them kind of surroundings when you're young, man, because you're just so used to it. You know what I'm saying? It's a mindset. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
at the end of the day, man, just, get to Vegas, man, and get with them teammates, bro, and get to work, bro. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Speaking of that, I see Carr, man, he out there with Waller and I believe Morneau was out there. Wait, who else is out there? Moreau, Carr, Waller, Renfro, bro, the whole shit, man. I see Nasib out there, Carl, our new DE. You know what I'm saying, out there, man. Like, man, everybody in Vegas, man, getting to it, man. I love to see the team together like that right now, so early in the off season, man. And they getting to it. Carl look good out there, bro. He look like he's in the best shape of his life, man. So, man, it's just good to see them boys out there in the desert, man, just really working early on, man. So when it comes to training camp, they're ready to go. You know what I'm saying? It's his third year in the system. Carr knows it. He knows the ins and outs. So to get them young boys out there, it's not an easy system to learn, man. So for him to have them young bulls out there, man, learning early, man, that says a lot. You know what I mean? So
100%.
Shout out to Carr, man, the leader of our shit, man, for putting that together, man, and getting our boys out there, man, early on.
Yeah, shout out to Carr too. More recently had an announcement he's having a baby girl.
Yeah.
Shout out to Carr on that. But, back to football, I mean, he's looking good with the throws, and it's not even training camp time, and these guys are starting to get out there and get into the rhythm. So they're going out there and they mean business. They want to win now. So, and like you said, third year in Gruden's system, gelling with the weapons and getting another playbook and everything else is critical. So it's definitely good to see that. But congrats to Carl on the baby girl.
On the baby girl, man. Yeah, we both fathers and daughters, man. So it's a beautiful thing, man. I know he was hoping for one. That gender reveal was dope, man. He hit the golf ball, you know what I'm saying, and it turned pink. It was fire, bro. I like the whole get up, man. So congratulations, man, to him and his wife. One thing too, I mean, I love to see Waller and Moreau out there with him. These tight ends are gonna be big for us this year, man. You know what I mean? I believe just to have that chemistry with them two big boys out there, like they're gonna both be red zone threats. You know what I'm saying? With Brian Edwards out there, and so I'm telling you now, man, mark my words, bro. Witten's gonna be a beast in that red zone, bro. He ain't done yet.
Watch. Well, he's always been, a red zone threat, and he's good at blocking too. So I just think we're gonna see a lot of 3 tight end sets in general. You got Foster Moreau.
Yeah.
You got Witten and you got Waller, so that's pretty. You're pretty stacked, when it comes to tight end.
Yeah.
Just in general, so a lot of 3 tight end sets, and, probably some powerhouse, football too. Along with that. So.
But shout out to them boys, man. Them boys out there early gelling, man. So that's what's up. On another note too, I wanted to mention, this is really off football. But anybody, man, in the nation that lives in Vegas or planning to move to Vegas because our boys are out there, Allegiant Stadium just released that they're hiring for game days. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to be a vendor, it don't even matter, man. If you just want to be in the stadium during Sundays, man, to see our boys and just get closer to them, man, because I know a lot of the nation will take that chance. Take that opportunity, man, just to work for one day a week to be able to just be in that beautiful stadium, man, and just to be in that black and silver. You know what I mean? Just, man, bro, it's a beautiful thing, man. So I know it's not a career type thing, but if y'all looking for some extra money, man, go to what is it? Openings at AllegiantStadiumCareers.com, and they're hiring, man. You know what I mean? So go on there, man, get you some extra bread, and man, get to see our boys every Sunday, man. You feel me?
Yeah.
On another note, man, what do you think about that Max Crosby comments, man, on Patrick Mahomes?
So I mean, for me, I like it.
Yeah.
I like that he has enough confidence to throw it out there. Me, I believe in the law of attraction heavy.
Yeah.
And so I think it's a positive thing. On the flip side, he's got to put his money where his mouth is. I hope he goes out there and sacks him 2-3 times in a game. You know what I mean? Not just once.
Yeah.
So, as long as he can, talk the walk and walk the talk, then I'm all for it. But,
for those who don't know, You know, he basically said, I'm definitely looking forward to sacking him. It needs to happen. It's definitely going to happen. You just know it's coming, no doubt. You know what I mean? So it's like to see. It's good to see. You know, your young defender like they had that much confidence. A lot of people, man, was online bashing him, saying, "Oh, he's tripping. He's a sophomore." I mean, stop that, man. I mean, the dude. He didn't say nothing wrong. He was bigging up Patrick
That's
Mahomes
what you're supposed
whole
to.
interview. Yeah,
That's
he
what
was
you're supposed to do. That's the kind of confidence you're supposed to have. You know
for
what I
sure.
mean? Like,
But
if I'm a,
also, but also, bro, if you read the interview, like really read it, and like he literally was bigging up Patrick Mahomes the whole interview, saying, you know, the dude is very hard to get to. He knows how to throw in awkward positions. You know what I'm saying? So he was shouting them out, man. So y'all, man, they be talking that bullshit. Stop it, man. Stop it, man.
yeah,
Let that young bull talk his shit, man. That boy got 10 sacks in his first season. Allow that man to eat, man. You know what I mean? So,
100%,
you know.
100%.
Shout out to Max, man. I've been in his inbox lately, man. I'm trying to get him on the business of Zoomin, man. One of these new episodes coming up, man. So, you know, he see me in there, bro. I'm gonna get his ass too. Watch.
Shout out to Max for sure.
Shout out to Max, man. That boy solid right there, man. Another report came out today, man, that not only the Raiders, but several other teams in the NFL consider Brian Edwards, you know, our young bull that we drafted in the third round, a first-round draft pick before he broke his foot. For those who don't know, he broke his foot right before the combine, right before that whole process. So, you know, for those who don't know, he was a beast out South Carolina. He pretty much owns every big record over there, receiving-wise. So what do you think, man? I mean, to be honest with you, we may have 2 first-round receivers, bro, in one
Yeah,
draft.
and that's you know that's what it's essentially seeming like. You know, it's kind of one of those. And I know it's a different type of injury, but like with Mo Hurst, right? Like a few years back, he was considered first round talent, you know, and then he had, you know, the heart rumors and, you know, the implication, whatever, you know, regarding his heart, and he dropped, and we picked him up in the 5th round, you know, and I'm still excited to see Mo. But
Yes.
going back, you know, going back to Edwards, you know, same kind of situation where, you know, he gets injured and drops to the 3rd round, but, you know, they're talking first round talent before that. I mean, between him and Ruggs, I mean, I mean, essentially, it's 2 first-round picks. You know, one in the first and one in the third.
Yeah.
You know, so that's solid. You know, I want to see how he transitions to the NFL, and I mean, it's it's always good for us, man. You know, so
yeah, I really believe that he has first-round talent. I know that broken foot. I mean, that's going to raise concerns for anybody, man. I mean, right before the combine. But I mean, these days with today's medicine, bro, and the way these guys train to get back to work, bro, he's gonna be at it, bro. He's gonna be ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And that's a steal in the 3rd round. When you get him and Bowden back to back, literally back to back, that's insane, bro. Like that literally just that changes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Our top 3 picks are like just. I mean, the potential with all 3 of them is just crazy. You know what I mean?
Straight up. Shout out to Brian Edwards, man. Shout out to Brian Edwards. I expect a lot out of him in his first year. I think that boy's gonna be nice. I expect even more out of him his 2nd year because we got a lot going on the offense.
Yeah. I mean, I could see him developing 2nd, 3rd year. You know what I mean, and really getting into the system, kind of coming in maybe behind like, Tyrell Williams maybe at first, and then learn through the system, and 2nd, 3rd year really kind of take over that, number 1, maybe technically like a number 2, maybe number 1 slot. Depending on how he develops.
I've said it before. I think he develops into our number 1 in the future. I think him and Ruggs are going to be 1 and 1A, 1B. With Renfro being our 2nd, our Julian Edmond type, Julian Edmond type guy, Edelman type guy in the slot. You know what I mean? So we got so many options, man. It's going to be great, man. It's going to be really, really great, bro. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait for the season. I think that Edwards is going to eat, but like I said, we got to dumb it down a little bit. We can't say he's going to get a rack this year. What I mean? That's insane when you got so many different dynamic, with different parts moving.
You got Nelson Aguilar, Zay Jones. You still got Jalen Richard. You got Bowden now. I'm curious if they're going to use Bowden. Like, are they going to Is he going to come in as like a fourth wide receiver on like spread sets? Is he going to be a quarterback? Are they going to utilize him as a running back? You still got Jacobs, Waller, 3 tight end sets. I mean, it's like there's like a plethora of options. I just feel like, there's a lot of love to go around. You know what I mean? There's a lot of yards to go around. You know what
Pick
I mean?
your poison. Pick your poison, pretty much. This is what it is. Pick your poison.
Exactly.
On another note, shout out to Ruggs. Last episode, we talked about him getting injured during a move with his friend. They said that he had minor stitches. It's minor. He'll be back at it immediately when training camp starts. So that's great to hear, man, and know that there's no nerve damage, no crazy shit, that he'll be ready to go. Shout out to our #1 draft pick and hopefully our future #1. We expect big things from you, young man. So get out to Vegas, like I said, with Bowden, man, and get to work, bro. You know what I mean?
100%.
Also, we talked a little bit on the phone earlier, bro. Chris Sims dropped his top 40 quarterbacks. Was it 2018? I believe Carr was the 14th. Last year, he was the 18th, I believe. This year, he was 19th, right in front of Jimmy Garoppolo. That says a lot, too. That it's crazy because Jimmy Garoppolo was literally in the Super Bowl last year. So, as Raider fans, man, and don't get me wrong, he deserves to keep falling because we're not winning. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, if you can't beat Kansas City, if you can't get us in the playoffs, you deserve to keep dropping in these rankings. I still don't believe there's 18 quarterbacks in this league that's better than him. I think that's bullshit. I think that Carr's still a top 10, top 13 quarterback, but he has to prove it this year. All the parts now, you know what I mean? And Chris Sims also said that Derek is one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the league. And I also know that plays into, they always want to say the check downs. I mean, it's not too hard to be that accurate, I guess, when you're checking the ball down. But, it still takes a lot of skill to get that ball out of your hands, man, to get to the receivers, bro. And he throws a lot of tight balls and a lot of tight windows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what do you feel about that, man? What do you think about Chris Sims? We're not going to go over his whole list because, we Raider fans, we talk Raiders. But what do you think? What do you think?
I think that he probably could have been a little bit higher personally on the list. But kind of going back to what you said, everything you kind of touched points on, the check downs, the fact that he hasn't been to the playoffs yet. He did lead us to the playoffs in 2016.
Yes.
And unfortunately, broke his leg or whatever. But yeah, ultimately he needs to have like another career year. I think, that year he did like 6 or 7, fourth quarter or overtime comeback wins that year or something like that.
Yeah.
And so
he still leads the league. He still leads the league since he came into the league pretty much with comebacks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that says a lot.
If he can get back to that, like that's what I want to see, man. I want to see, us going deep with the ball. If we need to check down, but I want to see us going deep with the ball.
Yeah.
And really diving into that into the playbook. And to me, he needs to be higher on the list, but outside of Chris Sims, what I'll say is this year, in my opinion, he needs to be like a top 8 quarterback in the league, like performance-wise, and preferably like top 5. What I'd like to see him at. But like top 8 quarterback, you know what I mean? Is like that's what's gonna get his play is what's gonna get us to the playoffs and get us a playoff push, right? Is if he can, have that 2016 magic and bounce back like that.
Yep.
He's got the weapons. But like I said, Phil Sims rating, I would have rated him a little bit higher because I think there's, quarterbacks on that list that he's better than, but I wouldn't have rated him too much higher. I just want to see him get back to that 2016 form, man. Be a top 8, top 5 quarterback, is what I want to see out of him this coming year. So
yeah. Also, I believe I seen something on NFL Network, man, where one of the reporters, I forgot his name, but he had us going 9-7 this year, sneaking into the playoffs with that 7 seed because now they stretched it out where an extra team is going to get in. Um,
I thought that was next year.
no, that next year is an extra game. This year, an extra team gets in. So
Gotcha.
um, he had us losing some weird games, bro. It was really weird though. Like he had us losing to Carolina week 1, beating the Saints, losing to New England, beating Buffalo.
So it's like the opposite of what we predicted almost, or
Bro,
like
like
what I.
he had us losing to the Falcons and the Jets. Like he was doing he had some weird ass games, bro. It was
I'd have
pretty
to,
weird.
yeah, I'd have to check it out to look at his compared to mine. Like I said, I got us at 10-6, and us getting a wild card berth. So
Yeah. Well, these so-called experts, they're just weird as shit, bro, with a lot of these things. At this point in the season, it's just you kind of want to just report on anything.
yeah,
I feel like if you say that we're supposed to lose to Carolina and the Jets, I feel like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I mean, at the end of the day, you're talking about 2 rebuilding teams. You're talking about a team with us that we're further along in our rebuilding process. And
yeah.
I feel like a lot of people have us on the edge of playoffs, either in or right on the bubble.
Mhm.
And Carolina's not there, man. I mean, let's be honest. They have a few weapons over there, and the Jets have a few weapons also, but they're not.
I
They're
was
not.
gonna say I mean Carolina I could see definitely more so, but I was gonna say the Jets fucking blew us out last year, man. So like
Yeah,
to me, the Raiders we need to prove ourselves to ourselves, right? Not to
yeah,
anybody else, but to ourselves. So that team needs to go in there and dominate the Jets this year. Like
yep,
that's what I thought it was going to be last year. I thought last year we were going to go in there and you know and handle them, but we got our asses handed to us. So
yeah. That was the breaking point of our last season, man. But
oh yeah, oh yeah.
um, yeah, man. Other than that, man, any other notes you got, man? Do you want to talk, man? Any other topics that we got?
Nah, man. I mean, I'm just ready for the season. I think, anybody that's watching this, especially some of our homeboys, I think we need to gather some people for a fantasy league. I'd like to do that.
Yeah,
Um, and outside of that, just get ready for the season opener in Vegas. I'm excited for the Soul Nation music video we're gonna do out there in Vegas,
yeah,
and
for sure.
I'm excited to for training camp to start, and just for the season to start, man. I think a lot of people are I think a lot of people are gonna be happy when the NFL starts, man, and shit starts getting back to normal. With
Yeah,
2020. So
I got
uh
I got one more question for you, real quick. I thought of something real quick.
huh.
Um, if you had to pick 5 people, and I'm putting you on the spot here. I'll name my 5. You can name your 5. And I'm just gonna go off the top. So 5 people right now on our team that's on the hot seat. On the hot seat. Off top, I can go with Paul Gunther. Paul Gunther, our defensive coordinator. He's
Mhm.
really on the hot seat.
Okay.
Um, Tyrell Williams. I believe
Okay.
that. I believe with that foot injury, man, is setting back a little bit. If he's not healthy this year, we saved $11 million by cutting him.
Hmm.
I'll go with Derek Carr. I mean, that's the obvious.
Yeah,
Um,
I was gonna say that's pretty obvious.
yeah. Um, Gabe Jackson.
If he needs to stay healthy, if
Yeah.
he's not healthy, if he's not in all 16 games and performing, then yeah, I think he potentially may be gone for sure. Uh,
Yeah. One more.
Gunther was definitely a good one. I think with Carr, yes, he's on the hot seat, but I'm interested to see. I know Mariota came in and said, this is Derek Carr's team and this and that. But at the end of the day, there's a competitive spirit inside of Mariota. It's an unspoken thing where he's going to respect that it's Carr's team coming in, but he's there to compete and he's there
Yeah.
to play, right? So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how much development Gruden's going to have with Mariota, and to see, you know,
If we lose to Carolina, everybody's going to be calling for him. I'm telling you now.
yeah.
Everybody's going to be calling for him.
So I'm just curious to see how he develops in the system, and just, how open the competition is. like for the Bears, I think the Bears just got Nick Foles, and so they still got Trubisky. So it's like one of those things where there's probably competition in that quarterback.
Nick's gonna start, bro. No debate. No debate needed.
So that's my thing. Is like how much of that is Gruden gonna allow, or is it one of those things where it's Carr's team, he's sticking with Carr, and like it's for sure he like no matter what Carr's gonna start. Or is it one of those things when training camp starts and, through, preseason that if Mariota shows promise that it's still potentially debatable on who's going to start week one. And if it's me and what I think Gruden's thinking, obviously he's probably thinking Carr's his dude, but like I'm just curious to see, is there any flexibility? Is there any flexibility?
I think that he gives Carr the year. I think that Mariota he will learn a lot sitting down this year about that process. You know how much you benefit learning Gruden's system, being able to sit down an entire year. I feel like if Carr doesn't do it this year, we know he's gone. We saved $20 million. Mariota can step in with the year already under his belt of knowing the system, studying the system. But Carr's he's on the hot seat for sure. And my fifth guy is gonna be Arden Key. I feel like this year, if you don't step up, can't stay healthy, you're gone. I know he's at this point pretty much the third, fourth guy. I mean, we got Cleve, we got Mad Max, we got Carl Nassib. But if he doesn't show up he underperforms, he's hurt, he's gone.
I'm gonna say Jalen Richard because you got Jacobs, right? If Lynn Bowden comes in and they start utilizing him as a running back, because Richard's kind of more of a scat back, I'm gonna say, not that he's taking a lot on cap space, I don't believe, but
no, not at all.
But like, how much utilization can they get out of him, right? Is the question, and does the production match what you're paying him, or kind of one of those scenarios?
No, I feel you, bro, and you can't count on him with punt returns and all that. He fumbles so many damn balls, bro.
Yeah, and he's fast. Like, and I don't get me wrong, I personally I like the guy.
Yeah.
He's
bro,
very
Spook is dope. I was there. Spook is dope. I was there at the first game when he played New Orleans. He ran for that 70-yard touchdown like in his first game. That was fucking dope, bro. At that point, I was like, oh, we got something. We got something here. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the expectations are already set for him. I don't believe that they're that high. I feel like he's there to play his role. But you're right. He could be on that. I mean, look, man, in today's age, it's easy to find a running back, man. I mean, so for you to be the third guy and you got Devontae Booker breathing down your neck, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So, and what happened to that? What happened to that running back that we had in the preseason? Was it last year preseason?
Yeah. You talking about Chris Warren?
Yeah. What happened to him?
Big boy. He was killing it for us. I guess he couldn't keep his weight down, man. They said that he just kept blowing up, and he couldn't get right.
Is he? I remember I think it was last preseason, or was it last preseason or preseason before that?
I believe it was the year before. It was the year before.
Okay, yeah, because I remember he got injured at the end of the preseason, but I remember he was killing it during preseason. I remember people, like other teams, I believe, were inquiring with the Raiders about him and shit like that. But yeah, I was always wondering.
We were trying to hide him, I believe, on our practice squad, but then we had to do something with. I believe we did something with an injury so we can keep him on the roster so nobody can grab him. But come to find out, bro, I guess he just couldn't keep his weight down, and I guess his workout, regime wasn't working. So I don't even believe he's in the league anymore. I could be wrong. I had to look that up. But I had high hopes for him too, man. Chris Warren was nice. He was a beast, and he comes from an NFL background. You know what I'm saying? So I thought he was gonna be nice. You know what I'm saying? But,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think a bigger, Jacobs is a little bit smaller frame. Don't get me wrong, he's a beast, and I love his work ethic and shit, and I love his story, his background. But it would be nice to have a bigger back that can just get a short yardage situations, goal line situations, like really just like get in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I feel you, bro. I always, I'm so biased, bro. I just always thought that maybe we bring Marshawn back, but I seeing how he looked last year, man, and for Seattle, I know he got a couple touchdowns, but you could tell bro was older and out of shape a little bit, and that's
yeah,
expected. I mean, you haven't played ball in a while, man. So
well,
I think that's another reason why Warren. I think that's another reason why we didn't bring Warren back, bro. Because we had Marshawn, we had that big guy, we had DeAndre Washington, and we had Jalen Richard. So I think that's another reason why we weren't really stressing about that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel you on the big guy. I feel you on the Tyrone Wheatley. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? And Gardner mix. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you, bro.
Yes, it's the nice 1-2 punch. But that's what I'm curious to see. Like obviously, Bowden isn't like a super big dude or nothing, but I'm just curious to see like how the Raiders are going to utilize. Like, are they going to utilize him more at running back? Are they going to utilize him more like at like a receiver? Like, how is he going to be utilized? Like, is he going to be like a third down running back? I know with Jacobs, he's going to be like a all three down back. He can do all three downs or whatever. But like, is Bowden going to play like a second option, or is Jalen Richard?
I don't know, bro.
Who's the number two? Who's the number two at running back? Right?
I'm confused. I'm confused because you look at Bowden's frame and he looks like a quarterback or a receiver. So I don't really know. I don't know, bro. But I know he's elusive. That's all that matters, bro. You let him go, he's gone. He's gone. I was watching some tape on him earlier, and I was like, this dude is elusive, bro. Like, you let him go, he's gone. He's
I seen a couple plays where he's playing quarterback, and does the fake handoff and just runs it, and it just gets loose on everybody, bro. So it's like, how are they going to utilize his talents is a big question mark of mine, and is that gonna translate into the NFL? Like, is his talent
Joker role? He'll be doing it all, bro. I'm telling you now. He'll be in Wildcat. He'll be in the slot. He'll be outside. He'll be playing running back. He's gonna do it all, bro. I'm telling you now. Like, the Gruden's gonna throw him around and get real creative.
If he's anything like and I kind of mentioned this before, if he's anything like Tatum and for New Orleans, man, like that.
Way more elusive. Way more elusive. Way more elusive. Way more credentials. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, Taysom is nice. I like the dude, but this dude, like you said, he won an award, and he's in the company of those guys. You know what I'm saying? The Saquon, the Christian McCaffreys. Like, that's insane.
And Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, that's insane, bro. Like, to see that you in that category. So it still has to translate to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We're not gonna put too much pressure on the young bull, but I think he's gonna be all over the place. You know what I mean? So
I'm excited for him. I'm excited for him.
Okay, last thing, man. I'll soon, not next week, but we're gonna start implementing a new segment on our show. It's pretty much gonna be called Raiders versus Insert Team, where we bring other fans on from other fan bases and we debate with them. We talk about their team versus our team. You know what I'm saying? I got a homeboy, Will, Patriots fan. He's gonna be sliding through. I'm in Dallas. I got a couple partners that's Cowboys fans. We from Northern California. We got a million Niner homies. We're going to get them on there and debate, you know what I'm saying, and just talk about our squads, where we are now, the past. You're going to hear a lot about, our old jewelry. Hey, sometimes we got to throw it out there, man, because that's all we really got. But we're going to talk our shit, man, with the other fan bases. Just get more people involved, man, with the channel. It's Raidernation, period, so we're going to rock with our team. So all the fans that's watching, you know what I'm saying, of the Raiders and that watch our show, if y'all want to get down, man, hit us in the comments on YouTube, Instagram. Bro, like, this is a show for fans. We are fans. So come on, man. You know what I'm saying? If you know anybody that wants to debate, if you like the Chargers, the Broncos, the Chiefs, any of them teams, man.
If you like,
we can kill them. We're going to smoke their boots. Yeah.
Please don't. I'm going to get on your helmet. You like one of them teams, man.
Yeah.
The division rivalries are so, but it's all in, it's all in light manner, but at the same time, division rivals, so it's one of those
straight up. But if you our rivals, if you one of them, if you were still a fan, any of them, come through, talk your shit. I mean, you're gonna get jumped, you know what I mean? But pull up, you know what I'm saying? If you love your team, man, like we love our team, man. Pull up, talk your shit. And so yeah, man, it's gonna be a new segment, man. Raiders versus insert team. And that's what we're gonna do with Business is Zooming. We also gonna start getting a lot more creative, you know, with our like we're gonna start doing some fancy shit. We're gonna start having some lettering up. We're gonna start doing different things with our editing. This is just us doing the groundbreaking. This is the groundbreaking work right here, man.
That's the
We in
foundation.
yeah, we in the beginning phase where we just trying to do what we can right now, just because we want to talk Raiders football. But when the season starts, I want y'all to know, man, we're gonna be a lot more creative. There's gonna be a lot more stuff going on. We got a mean team behind us that does a lot of design work. There's a lot of editing. I'm actually gonna be downloading Adobe myself. I'm gonna be buying the program and working on it on my own. I know my bro gonna be, you know what I'm saying, following suit and doing it as well.
Yeah.
I know you got a new Mac on the way. So once you get that going, we're gonna start doing a lot more creative things, man, because we want to have this show really be solid, bro. Like we really fans that really fuck with this shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we want to make sure
And
that
we want to connect. We want to connect with other Raider fans at the end of the day. So like,
yeah,
I know you and me, bro. We're planning on going to Vegas probably a couple times this season, and maybe thinking about some road games. So like, you know, to the other Raider fans out there, man, tap in with us because you know we want to meet you in person and you know talk Raiders football and also you know maybe get some interviews in. So
yeah,
you know tap in with us and you know we're just looking forward to you know kind of meeting people you know in the nation. You know meeting.
yeah, straight up.
You know, it's a family situation, you know, at the end of the day. So, you know, you're a Raiders fan, you know, you're family to me. So, you know, that's just how you know, we get down. So
Straight up. Well, y'all, man, holla at us, man. Episode 5 gonna be next week. This is episode 4. Business is Zooming. The views expressed here are Graphk podcast. Eventually, we're gonna transition this whole thing, you know what I mean, and into just me and my bro doing our thing once we can get the Zoom stuff over with. Because you know, right now this whole COVID situation, and you know, when I get back out to the crib and we can work and do a lot more, bro. So, you know, everybody
100%.
stay in tune, man. Hit the comments, man. Let us know what y'all think about what we got going on, man. And we love y'all, nation. We're gonna catch y'all next week, man. We out. One.